So how do you connect to AS400 from Linux Mint? Well, the steps are pretty similar to what you would have on a Microsoft Windows operating system, which is getting a TN5250 emulator, installing it, and getting access to your AS400 server and connecting. So these are pretty basic steps, which we are going to go through because this is a beginner series. We'll go through how you can connect to an AS400 server if you have a Linux operating system. Now, why Linux? So I'm using Linux Mint. It appears to be a very stable and very resource efficient operating system to me. Now, let's not deviate from our topic and go back to how can you connect to AS400. So we'll first need a TN5250 emulator. So what is a TN5250 emulator? It allows you to log into AS400 and use the AS400 server from your computer. There are many emulators which allow you to do that. The official one from IBM is called IBM iAccess Client Solutions. So what we need to do is download it and get started with it. So getting AS400, Access Client Solutions is pretty simple. You have to Google search IBM iAccess Client Solutions. Open the IBM page, which will be this one. You just click on this link, downloads for IBM iAccess Client Solutions. It asks you for your IBM user ID and password. If you don't have, you have to create an account on IBM and they'll allow you to access. So you accept the license. They'll show you the different links for downloading Access Client Solutions. You have to pick the first one, the first download link over here, IBM iAccess Client Solutions. Once you download it, it will be a zip file. So I have downloaded it over here, IBM iAccess _ version 1 release 1.zip. I have different folders in that zip file which we have. So you have to extract the zip. To extract it, you can create a new folder inside your downloads and extract it over there. So I've already extracted. So you see, I've created IBM iAccess folder, and inside it I have extracted all the files which were there, files and folders which were there inside the zip file. So what we need to do is we have to give permission, executable permission to this file, which is install _ACS _64, which is inside our Linux _application folder. So this is a script. This is an installation script, 64-bit for 64-bit operating systems and machines. So you need to give an executable permission to this file. How do you do that? Right click, open in terminal. To make sure that the terminal is pointed to the folder that you have the script in. So we have right clicked and open terminal. So it is already pointing. If it is not, review it once and make sure you are in the correct folder. You can type ls to see that our installation script is in the same directory. Now to give access, you have to type in sudo, which is super user do, which is an elevated command access, which will ask you for your admin password or user ID password. So the command is sudo chmod +x and the name of the file which you want to give access to, install _ACS _64, and press enter. You have to type your password, and now it has executable access. So once you have given that access, you have to run it again with sudo. So install _ACS _64 and press enter. So you'll open this kind of yes no prompts in your terminal. This will guide you through the various optional packages that are available for installation. So you can pretty much rely on the basic default selection that is already there on the yes and no boxes, and press enter and go ahead, and it will complete your installation. Since I have already completed my installation, it shows me that the installation has finished, and click on OK and clear the terminal. So that was the installation part. downloading and installing. But for you to run the IBM Access Client Solutions, you need Java, because this runs on a Java virtual machine. So you need Java in your Linux Mint box. So make sure that you have Java. You can type in Java space dash version to see if you have a Java version installed. So if you don't, you can install Java by going to the software manager, and you can search for OpenJDK. So you can select the latest version. So OpenJDK 21 JRE, I think, is the latest one available right now. So you can select that, OpenJDK 17 JRE or OpenJDK 11 JRE. So I have currently installed OpenJDK 11 JRE. We do not need JDK as such because we are not going to do any development in Java. We just need the Java virtual environment to run our IBM Access Client Solutions software. Just click on it and click on the install button. I have already installed it, so it is showing me the red remove button, but you should get the green install button over here for OpenJDK. So install OpenJDK. It will again ask you for your user password, the sudo password which you entered. So enter that and it will install OpenJDK and execute this command again from the command line from the terminal, and you should get your JDK version. So once you have Java installed, once you have IBM Access Client Solutions installed, just go ahead and launch it. To search for IBM Access Client Solutions will come up in the start menu. So here you go. Your IBM Access Client Solutions is running under Linux Mint. As you can see, we are running the Linux Mint 22 operating system, and we'll be able to connect to an AS400 server from a Linux distribution. So you have to configure your AS400 session. So if you do not have an AS400 server connection, you can get it from the public 400.com, pub400.com, which will give you a free account and access to AS400 for the public AS400 server. Once you create an account, they will mail you the user ID and password, which you can then use to log into the public AS400 server. So you have to click on new and type in the IP address of the server. In our case, that is pub400.com. You can type any description. I'll just type in pub400 server. You can click on OK. I've already created it. So once you save this in the system configurations, close this box. Make sure that the drop down says pub400.com. Then click on 5250 emulator. The 5250 emulator should launch a pub400 session. And then you will get a AS400 session like this. So you will have to log in with your credentials. And there it is. You are in AS400. You can execute your normal commands. And you are ready to use your AS400 from Linux Mint. So this is about direct access. If you are part of an enterprise or a company which give you access to AS400 through a VDI session, a virtual desktop, remote desktop through Citrix VDI, then Citrix also has the Citrix Workspace app available for Linux. You can just Google search Citrix Workspace downloads, and you'll get this page. You can select your specific Linux package. So since Linux Mint is a Debian based distribution, you can directly go ahead and download the deb file. Again, give it access to run with chmod +x and double click on it to install Citrix Workspace. Once it is completed installation, you can search for Citrix over here. You'll see that is available. If you have your corporate VDI, if you have your corporate VDI URL, you can use that. You can open that URL in your Google Chrome. It'll auto detect the Citrix receiver. You can download the ICS file from the corporate website which you have, which I cannot show on the screen recording for obvious reasons. So the ICS file will be downloaded, and when you double click it, it will auto launch the Citrix Workspace, and you'll be able to access your remote desktop through Linux Mint and connect to your AS400 for your work related activities from Ubuntu or from Linux or from any Linux distribution for that matter. So we have covered all the points, which was a basic video on how to connect to AS400 from Linux. If you do like these videos, do subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. Thank you for watching. Until then, bye bye.